professional surf fishing with your host, Mr. Slap High Hook Jackson. Sponsored by the Jones Beach Fishing Station, Field 10, Jones Beach. Quality pencil poppers by the Guppy Lure Company. Saltwater's Tackle, Montauk Highway, West Islip. And the appliance experts at Gringer Appliance. Now, without any further ado, your host, Mr. Slap High Hook Jackson. Hey there, friends and neighbors, it's your old pal Slap High Hook Jackson saying, you ain't living, not even a smidgen, if you ain't surf fishing. Oh, let me tell you, we got a great big show for you this time. We have some giveaways at the end of the show. You know, speaking of giveaways, it's so easy to be eligible for them. All you have to do is send your email right here to the slapjacksonshow at verizon.net. Nobody's going to sell your emails. Not only will you be eligible for prizes, but you're also going to get all the surf updates. Now, my first show this year, 2015, was on April 15th. The very next day, on the 16th, I went to Little Neck Bay, got into some schoolies. Now, had you been on the email list, you would have known about it right away. You know, the email list is good for a lot of things. Let's say you're out there, you catch a couple of fish. All you got to do is send me a picture with your name. I'll put you on the High Hook Hall of Fame. So you're on the show. And if you see me on the beach, say hello. I'll get you on the show as well. All right. Hey, let's not just talk about high hooks. Let's take a look at some of the recent catches.
The waves will come a-crashing, I'll be on the beach and casting, I'm high hook. When no one else is catching, I'm the only one with action, I'm high hook. Where the land meets the sea, that's where I'll be. Anywhere there's surf, that's my home turf. I was born high on a dune, on a high tide full moon, I'm high hook.
All right, so I go down to Little Neck Bay. Now, of course, it's at night. It's Thursday, April 16th. I had a couple of sandworms left over from the other day. I threw them out there, and I got into the schoolie bass. Now, here's a still picture of him with much better lighting. You can see the worm is still in his mouth. This is the second bass I caught. He's about the same size, about 12 inches. I ran out of worms, so I put on a swimming plug and a teaser, and this bass took the teaser. I had a great time there at Little Neck Bay. You know, I finally broke the ice for 2015. All right, so I went down to Jones Beach Field 10. It's Saturday, April 18th. The Striper Surf Club is sponsoring a cleanup here at Field 10, and it's a noble cause, so I figured I'd help out. You can see there's a lot of people around. They're taking a little coffee break now, but they were working very hard, let me tell you. Look at this pickup truck. It's loaded with garbage, and yet there's still more garbage on the street. Everybody really did a good job down here at the Striper Surf Club. Anyhow, he wasn't the only people cleaning up. Look at this guy. This guy was pruning himself out in the sun. I'm telling you, I was surprised he allowed me to get this close to him. Hey, check his foot. He's just hanging out there and cleaning up. All right, when I need appliances, I trust the experts at Gringer. Whether it's a refrigerator, an oven, a cooktop, dishwasher, ventilation equipment. Hey, if you're bringing something home for the table, your catch is going to taste spectacular on one of these new smokers or barbecues, whether it's freestanding or built-in. And they got quite a selection there at Gringer as well. Whether you need pro ranges and all the latest styles and colors. Hey, whatever you need in the way of appliances, you make sure you stop by Gringer and tell them you saw them on the Slap Jackson Surf Fishing Show. Is it a four-wheel drive vehicle?
Yeah, that works.
All right, you can see I'm down here at Robert Moses. It's Saturday, April 18th. This guy is stuck not very far from the entrance at all.
Don't leave the kid in the car unattended.
You can see the burgundy Jeep there is trying to pull him out, and they're trying to shovel some sand underneath him. Look at the size of the shovel. Usually you have like a collapsible shovel. With some perseverance, they've been making a little ground. Those other trucks should really get out of his way.
Those other trucks need to get out of his way.
Little by little, he's inching up, you know? Anyhow, he's got a kid in the car and this, that, and the other thing. And, oh, man, it was terribly backed up. Now, that guy is the hero of the day. Let me see if I can get a little close-up picture of him for you. Yeah, there he is. This is the guy who's doing all the hard work trying to pull this guy out of here. Let me tell you, it wasn't an easy job. It wasn't easy at all. Now, finally, you can see him here. He's dragging the guy back out of the muck. Anyhow, it took quite a while to get him out of there. And you could see how the traffic is just backed up for quite a distance. I mean, everybody's coming through slow. People are trying to get on. People are trying to get off. You know what I mean? People could be a little impatient at times, let me tell you. Plus, everybody wanted to air up and be the first one at the air pumps. That didn't happen. I tell you, you never know what you're going to do when you get down to demo. I always air down. I always make sure I'm in four-wheel drive. I don't want to get stuck out there. And make sure you got, the things you need to get you out of trouble, like a tow line, a shovel, so on and so forth. You need those things. All right, I'll see you on the beach. All right, I went down to Leeds Pond. It's Sunday, April 19th. Look at the osprey nest. There's no ospreys there this year. I don't know why. Anyhow, I had some clam left over from the last time I was out. I figured I'd throw it out there. A good hour and a half I was there. My bait came back just like I threw it out. I didn't get one bump, no hits, nothing. The Guppy Lure Company. Quality pencil poppers made in the USA by fishermen for fishermen. If you like the Surface Strike as much as I do, you're going to fall in love with these pencil poppers by Guppy Lures. They come in a variety of different sizes and finishes, and let me tell you, they're all quality made right here in the USA. All right, so I went down to Jones Inlet. It's Tuesday, April 21st, and although it's high tide, there's not much beach left. I don't remember it this way from last year. Now I'm looking north, and up there is the construction docks. You can see where the debris line is the high tide line. And at high tide, there's not much beach left. Well, I fished with some lures up there, didn't get one nudge. All right, I went down to Little Neck Bay. It's still the same day. It's Tuesday, April 21st. I didn't get anything at Jones Inlet, so I figured let me come up here and try my luck. I was using a swimming plug with a teaser, and I must have fished the high tide for a good hour. I didn't get any bumps, any hits, nothing. I was skunked the whole damn day. All right, I go down to Jones Inlet. It's Saturday, April 25th, and I walked all the way south to the mouth of the inlet. I was doing some fishing there off the jetties. There was nothing happening. I started to work my way back, and I noticed there were two oyster catchers around. So one of them flew off. The other one sat down in the sand here, and as I'm fishing, I'm saying, they got to be sitting on a nest. So I walk over to the bird, and it starts to walk away. It doesn't fly away, but it walks away, and when I get over there, I notice this little nest with this one speckled egg in it. Now take a look. I'm going to give you a close-up. Now you can see they didn't spend a lot of time making the nest, but it's about the size of a chicken egg, like a large grade egg. And it was just magnificent seeing life going on right there. So I got away from the egg, and of course, Mom or Dad came right back to the nest, sat down on it again, of course. So, hey, I didn't get a bump, but I really had a good time seeing nature going on right there in front of me. Saltwater's Tackle, 939 Montauk Highway, West Islip. They're conveniently located just a quarter mile east of the Robert Moses Causeway. It's easy on and it's easy off. And let me tell you what a big, beautiful store they have there. It is loaded with product, and I mean loaded with product. They got some great hours, Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. And on Sunday, they're there from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Well, let me tell you, if you need rods or reels, line, traps, nets, if you need boots, if you need waders, hats, and t-shirts, you're going to find it here at Saltwaters. They do rod and reel repair, custom rod building as well. So let me tell you something also. They pride themselves on their fresh bunker and clams that are delivered to the store daily. And they have all the offshore and frozen baits, live eels, and crabs in season. So please, come down to Saltwater's Tackle, and don't forget to tell them that you saw them on the Slapjacks and Surf Fishing Show. All right, so I came out to Little Neck Bay. It's Sunday, April 26th, and you see all those splashes out there in the water? Oh, yeah, those splashes are all bunker. The bunker was just breaking the water all over the bay. It was loaded with them. So I figured, what the hell, maybe there's a couple of large fish out there. So I put on my largest swimming plug that I had in my surf bag, and I added a teaser to that, and I kept casting out there. And you could see it's just a beautiful day, and the bunker is all over the place. Well, on my 13th cast, well, take a look what happens. All right, I'm down here at Little Neck Bay. You can hear the noise over on my left here. And using that swimming plug and teaser, I got into this nice little schoolie bass here. All right, he's playing possum now, but right back in he's going to go. Nice bass. All right, you can see there was a lot of other people with the same idea that I had. The fella next to me had his girlfriend with him. She took a picture of my fish. You got a fly fisherman here. There are 3 guys past him. All the way in the back on the right-hand side of the screen, there are 2 guys working the back bay over there. And I was lucky enough to get into another schoolie. This one again took the swimming plug. Nice little schoolie down here at Little Neck Bay. Thank you for your help, young lady.
You're welcome.
All righty. It was very nice of her to take the picture for me. I thank her very much. The schoolie went right back in. And let me tell you, it was just a beautiful night. Everybody had a good time there. All right, because I did well at Little Neck Bay, I figured I'd come back again on Tuesday, April 28th. There was still lots of bunker out there, but there was no real bass on them. So I tried my luck over at Leeds Pond the next day, Wednesday, April 29th, at night, and there were some small schoolies around. I must have gotten 3 good hits, but couldn't land one. Now, I knew there were fish there because there were 2 guys fishing next to me, and between the 2 of them, they caught 3 little rats. All right, so I went down to Jones Inlet. It's Thursday, April 30th, just yesterday, hoping some fish were around, nothing but seals. The Jones Beach Fishing Station at Field 10. You know, if you're by yourself or with your family and friends, this is a great place to fish. It's easy. You park in the lot and it's a very short walk to any one of the 4 piers here. You want to get your tootsies wet and walk in the sand, you can do that too. Hey, you night fishermen, just be careful. You never know what you're going to catch here at the Jones Beach Field 10. Now, the Jones Beach Fishing Station has fishing tournaments from time to time, and the next one is the Showdown at the Shore. It's about blues and bass and fluke. It starts June 20th, so call the store or stop by and get signed up. Now, if you stop by the store, you're going to see they got lots of rods and reels and all sorts of tackle. There's fresh and frozen baits. And when you come with your family and friends, you can always pick up some hats, some t-shirts, anything you need. Throw the frisbee around. There are toys for the kids as well. There's hot and cold food like hot dogs and hamburgers. Get beer, soda, and coffee. So hook up with JonesBeachFishingStation.com or connect on Facebook and tell them you saw it on the Slap Jackson Surf Fishing Show. Hey, so you see, it's been a little tough out there, but I did find a couple of fish every now and then. Anyhow, for the next 2 weeks, I'm still going to be working the Western North Shore. I'm also going to be working the Western South Shore, Jones Inlet. I mean, hey, you got to get some fish in there very soon now. Any day now. I don't know what day, but any day now you're going to catch some fish in there. Anyhow, we have a nice little giveaway. This is all about surf fishing. It's by the fishermen. And there's a lot of helpful hints in there. You know, I don't care if you're a beginner or an old soul. You're going to find something that you're going to learn in this book. Let me tell you, I know I did. So, this winner for our viewer is Mr. Anthony Anzini. Congratulations to you, Mr. Anthony Anzini. You are the proud owner of this, and I am sure it will improve your surf fishing without a doubt. Now, we do have, viewer write-ins, and they do ask questions, and we have a Mr. Richard Craig. You know, Mr. Craig has a lot of questions. Anyhow, Mr. Richard Craig from Hohokus, New Jersey writes, Dear Slap, have you ever been arrested? Well, you know, at first I was taken aback, but then I did anyhow, there was a fishing-related incident. Just take a look at the footage. All right, you know, it started off very innocently. I just went down to the Sunrise Mall in Massapequa. I needed to pick up a couple of items. Next thing you know is I see this pool of fish, and oh my God, this is the actual surveillance camera footage that they used against me in court. Now, what I'm trying to say here is, look at me. I am absolutely mesmerized by these fish. And that was my whole key to my defense. I mean, for 4 minutes here, now this is time elapsed, but for 4 minutes I did nothing on the surveillance camera but look at the fish. I don't remember leaving the building. The surveillance camera has me coming back into the building about 2 minutes later, and I can see, there it is. I got a little expandable rod. I take a cast. I don't remember any of this. I was mesmerized. I was like a zombie. I didn't know what was going on. Hey, and I did pretty good over there. At least I didn't get skunked. Well, look at the footage here. All of a sudden, I get into one of those big kois. I mean, I was having a good time. But the judge didn't want to hear none of it. None of it. He sentenced me to 30 days for mall fishing without a license. I'm in with murderers and thieves. I couldn't tell him I was in there for fishing without a license. He didn't give a damn. He sentenced me to 30 days at hard labor.
I was born high on a dune, on a high tide full moon. I'm high hook. There ain't no denying that when the fish are frying, I'm high